to end. When the clock hits 12, you know where to be. Turn it up, Real FM, ride the frequency.
Welcome, brothers. Welcome, sisters. Welcome to our program On Target. And as usual, as soon as we start this program, you can pick up the telephone and give us a call. We never have a subject matter. We speak about any issues, and there are so much trending issues now. From the international wars that is going on, from what seems to be another war starting in the Middle East that could have serious consequences for us, to the situation in the Caribbean, to our blunders in foreign affairs. I think in our history, this perhaps is the second time that we have had that foreign affairs blunder. Grenada should be a more mature country politically than most in the Caribbean because of our experience. But we have made a foreign affairs blunder. And I think sometimes we need to correct it. And there are so much people who assisted this government of Grenada in this foreign affairs fiasco that have consequences for all of us here. Remember, we're on Real FM 91.9, 91.5, We Noise FM 94.9. The telephone number to call is 442-0175. We will read your comments, those on the social media, those who are commenting. We always welcome and highly appreciate your comments, your questions, and your contributions. We should review the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And Foreign Affairs in Grenada should take a course. Somebody have to train those involved in foreign affairs. They are making rudimentary mistakes and blunders that have serious consequences for Grenada. I said before on previous programs that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Joseph Andal, is like a mama pool. And if I had to select a Minister of Foreign Affairs based upon the slate that was available after 22 election, I would have selected Joseph Andal. I would have selected Joseph Andal. He was the first person I thought about of holding the post of foreign affairs was Joseph Andal. And I'll tell you why. The fact that he speaks more than one language was a plus. He has been in the politics long. I believe that he contested under Maurice Bishop patriotic movement years ago. And he has been involved in the politics, although he was never successful representing his seat. So when you're dealing with a whole bunch of political neophyte, Joseph Andal would have stand out for me as a suitable person on the slate for foreign affairs. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, scholar, welcome.
No, the Prime Minister said that information I need to know. So we know in the middle of the night there was a reshuffle that took place between the Prime Minister and Joseph Andal, because Andal, well, make known to the public, he is the Foreign Affairs Minister. But what you see taking place now, like there is some change with the Prime Minister, because many of the traveling that taking place, that wherever the Foreign Affairs Minister should be going, the Prime Minister doing it. He doing it too. I don't know if he take over the job, Well, if you take away, you have to see what post Mr. Andal hold right now. Because he's the one that doing it, that traveling the most as foreign affairs minister. I want to say again to we the Grenadian people, when people offer themselves as candidates, we need to scrutinize them. We need to know what is the aim, what they get into politics. Because many people, the last election gone, we is clear to see many of the NDC politicians that get into politics was never to help people. They see politics as something where they could make money, and they be politicians to make money to fatten the pocket of the back of the poor people where they can compete matter. And Ghanaians, we see the track record. We see what is going on right now with our country and where this present administration taking our country. You know, so where each and every one of us want to be. So we have to learn from our mistake and never go back and vote back this group of people to ever take charge of our country because they don't have the experience, and those who know a little better, they're not helping the situation. And I always say, Mr. P, you know, sometimes in life, if you have a friend and your friends, you see your friend going on the road or going the wrong way, you should be man enough to stand and say, friend, what you doing not right? Talk to him. But right now, what happened now? People afraid to talk because they didn't ever talk and people say the government and they walk in, they go lose their job. Mr. Pierre, have a blessing.
Yes, thank you, caller. Yes, the foreign affairs is a very important department and ministry, and it ought to be an aggressive ministry seeking assistance for government. And the people in foreign affairs normally very tactful and very diplomatic because they are not outsider to cause conflict and confusion. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Mr. Pierre,
Yes, scholar, welcome.
I have said it once and I'll say it again. The NDC cannot govern this country. They could only have one term, and every time they have one term, they mess it up. And it looks like they're going for a one term again. Period. Thank you.
Yeah, but the destruction that they cause after 5 years, it takes years to repair. The level of damage that this government doing, it takes years to repair. Now look at our situation in foreign affairs. And as I said, I would have selected Joseph Vandal. And I gave some of the reason why. Based upon the slate that they had. I see no other person was fitting. But Joseph Vandal been making a mess of it. Let us go back to immediately after the won election. And I'll make a statement, words to the effect that the people in foreign affairs, it should have been a foregone conclusion that they know they have to resign because a new government comes. But that is the dumbest statement I've heard. You are a brand new group, political neophytes. None of you have experience in politics at that level. You had a government that was there for 2 terms. And they would have had several people in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Mr. Pierre, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Mr. Pierre, you remember, I don't know if you remember, I called the station many times and I tell you the Prime Minister is abnormal. You believe in dreams?
Well, we have said anytime rainfall on the galvanized, he behaving badly. It seems sometimes we wonder whether he under some mind-altering substance.
Well,
So you were correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
Be very, very careful.
Yes.
If you believe in dreams, I don't say anything, be careful.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Yeah. So Joseph Andal going to make a statement that these people should resign because a new government come in power. You're brand new. You're a political neophyte. You have professionals there for 10 years. Even if they were not professional when they go, after 10 years, come on. the government of the NNP re-established diplomatic relationship with Cuba. Cuba was voting against Grenada post 1983. Cuba was no longer a friend. They was voting against Grenada in the international community. Keith Mitchell went and re-established negotiation relationship with Cuba while he strengthened his relationship with the United States of America. That have to be remarkable diplomacy. You came in power and you believe everybody in the diplomatic arena should resign, should send in a resignation. That was the first massive red flag. Then on the Somora Agreement, Joseph Andal, yes, caller, welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, caller.
Mr. Pierre, this administration failed to impress me, and I'm so disappointed in them. We waited 3 years to have a press conference. They give us 1 or 2 in between. Now they have given a press conference about someone. I didn't even know the beginning of it, but I know someone killed somebody, right? Why? They're telling us now. Didn't they say in the beginning information is a need to know basis? So why are you informing us? The end is getting here. They're coming to the end now. So now they decide to inform the public what is happening. Gloria Thomas was doing it. Yeah? She and a few members. So why are you informing us now? We always hear it from other people. We always get second-hand information. They never inform us what is happening in this country. If they do, they don't even say it right. They're waiting for weeks later, no informing the public. I mean, they amaze me. They really amaze me. I'm surprised at them. Have a nice day, Mr. Peg.
Yes. So Joseph Andal reported in the Samoa Agreement. This guy speak with passion. I said he evoked revolutionary fervor. He says signing this thing would be against the Constitution. Deacon Mitchell said he didn't read the document. Well, Joseph Andal had to be a nincompoop, because a document of that magnitude, he must have informed the Prime Minister or Cabinet, and they must have sent the document to the Attorney General office to examine legality. If you're convinced that signing the document could have contravened or contradict the Constitution, then you must have sent it to the Attorney General office to come to that conclusion. And how come the Prime Minister wasn't informed? Either Joseph Andal was incompetent, speak before his turn, or the Prime Minister was blatantly lying. The Prime Minister used the opportunity to go and interfere with the Catholic priest. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, I can't be too long. I won't be too long. But the lady that just spoke, she was correct. And the 2 people there involved, they were leaders of the NDC party. And I'm very disappointed in both of them, because either one of them should have been the Prime Minister at this point in time. I don't know. I don't understand how they managed to, I don't know. I don't understand. Both of them, and Poswida. Poswida in my parish community, and I would have much appreciated. My lady jumped for joy because she felt Poswida was going to be.
You look at our break contact. You there? Your break contact. So, how could a big man like Joseph Andal behave so? And the thing that annoys me, there's so much heavyweight NDC. You had to call these characters and counsel them. Obviously, they don't know what they're about. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, scholar, welcome.
Can I divert a little?
Go right ahead.
No, concerning the child that got raped, well, with the rapist thing there, doesn't everybody deserve dignity? I'm asking you that question.
Yes, definitely. Dignity is important.
Okay. So why is it when a man take away a woman's dignity, you must have compassion on him and not the woman?
Well, we have to be very careful because when a crime is committed, particularly crime of that nature, we could get very emotional and forget justice with compassion. And somebody must be, everybody is presumed to be innocent unless proven guilty. As hard as it is, we have to dig deep and remember, otherwise we crossing a dangerous threshold. We forgetting justice and we go into vengeance.
Well, listen, for me, from the time he commit the crime, everybody know if he do it, he's guilty.
So you don't believe he should be tried?
Yes, he should be tried.
Yes, he should be given a fair trial.
But listen, the person lost their dignity.
They lost their life, they lost dignity, they lost their whole life is disturbed.
So why he must survive?
Then you see,
I don't really want the death penalty. Okay?
Let me tell you.
Just a minute. Let me finish now. I don't really want the death penalty. But you have to give him something to remember, not only him, but the others who have the same intention to do so. To think twice. Because he has testicles. He has 2 testicles, not so? The balls are 2 seeds. Take away one. When every time he look at it, he realize he lose something. And others know they're going to lose theirs. They're going to stop it. Because you flog them, they're going to still go back and do it. You understand? They have everything in them. The vigor, everything in them to do it. But the woman lost her dignity. The little child, she lost her dignity, she lost purity. We don't thinking about how the woman feel. All we studying is the man. To save him, to do him this, to do that, leave him alone. But what about the woman? What about the woman? Think again.
Yes, scholar. When these things happen, emotion run wild. And that is when you need mature people who have education in that field, the psychologists, the social scientists, the historians. You need discussion. Even some of the lawyers I listen to on radio, they feel intimidated when you hear people go after them, particularly the men. The men are called down because now every time you watch a man, he looks as a criminal and a rapist. But justice, when somebody commits a crime, we can't just jump up and say guilty. Our system says that a man is innocent unless proven guilty. And we must have justice with compassion, not vengeance. I've seen and heard the comments of people and I've remained silent on it. And what you're asking for is vengeance. And that has serious implication for society. It could cause more crime. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Good day, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, scholar.
Mr. Pierre, on that topic, seriousness have to take place. And right now, I find all women should be demonstrating to show the nation that we are real vexed about what is taking place with women nowadays. And something has to be done. We are too quiet in the nation, and we women must stand up and say something about what is going on. It's high time we do that. Thank you.
I heard when that little child was raped and killed many years ago, I was sitting behind some women and I heard them saying what to do. And I asked them if they have sons. And I say, how certain you are your son wouldn't end up in a position like that? And they get quiet. When you hear these things happen, a lot of emotion run up on us. And we same thing. We must have justice with compassion. We must never seek vengeance or vigilante justice. Our court system works. relatively good. We go have problem with it, but we must believe in the court system and never advocate vengeance in a country. Yes, caller, welcome. Oh, sorry, you could call back. We must never advocate vengeance. Every time a crime of this nature, people are asking for stiffer penalties and jail them and send them to jail. Most sex crimes, whether you're law or of law, at the point at the time when the person was committing the crime, they never thought about the law. The law comes after. And that is why some of them kill their victims. Because of the harshness of the reality. Because they realize if they hold me dead, they kill the victims. A lot of times, people are raped, and then people try to smother the person because they don't want the public to know. We have to be very careful. We must seek justice with compassion, but never vengeance and never vigilante justice. And some of the individuals who are in society, those in women affairs, that's the only time I hear them jumping up. All sorts of situations are developing in the country which could contribute to decadence. And crimes like that, they say nothing. But now all them women in organization, they want people know they're talking. They want the death penalty. They want this, they want that. We must seek justice with compassion. Never vengeance. Never vigilante justice. Never. And we must do more to reduce the incidence of crime. Let me repeat that. We must work harder to reduce the incidence of crime. Our population has not increased. We have more infrastructure today than yesteryear. We must concentrate on reducing crime, not passing draconian laws. Draconian laws could cause more crime. Draconian laws could result in more murders. What are the core problems? What are the demographics around those who are more likely to commit these crimes? And deal with the issues. And let's not get too emotional. It is very hard for the people who is the victim and the perpetrator. It is hard for his family too. His family walking in sorrow. Everybody turning against them too. So we must promote justice with compassion, never vengeance, and never vigilante justice. If you have heard me a couple of years ago when we had the teachers issue, I was very vocal on it. When they decided to go to school and don't speak, when they decided to walk away from the schoolhouse during lunchtime, when they decided not to take part in extracurricular activity, I said in 5, 10, 15 years, we're going to see the result of that. I have objected when Deacon Mitchell was consuming an illegal substance. He knowingly consuming an illegal substance in public. Yes, caller, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, caller.
Mr. Pierre, you're saying vengeance and all this kind of thing. This thing becoming so outrageous in this place now. This thing, I mean, how the family, how the woman, or even the man feeling that how in this kind of way he lost the daughter. And you have this person that is not the first, the second, the third, the fourth time. This thing and them realize that this thing and them, remember everybody have emotion at the moment, at the spur of the moment. Let's say the father end up meeting him doing the that. Why you expect what happen? So these people and them have to feel the full, and the only deterrent for this thing and them now to me is either the lethal injection or bringing back some kind of thing. Because you see, if you don't put something in place like that, they know when they do it, they get 2 years in jail and 3 years in jail and them kind of thing. They will continue doing people that. Somebody has to set an example. Yeah, and if it's my son, the same thing. They have to castrate him, castrate him. They have to do that. If it's my child, the same thing he do. Yeah. That is unfair to people. How I go heal from that? I will heal. I go get crazy. I must get crazy if something happen to me. So I know I will never heal. Yeah, and if I get crazy, what I do? I'm looking for him. Yeah, I somebody do my child that I could live normal. No, I can't live normal. Yeah, something has to be done, and the authority have to do something. Yeah, if they don't do something, the deterrent for this thing on them is lethal injection. If you want to hang them, give them a lethal injection, sentence them, or lose them in prison. Again, go and sit down on the food for prisoner when they fool the system. They sit down there and they play churchman, they play Christian, and you send them out and they come and do the same.
So you don't believe people could be reformed?
Reform?
You don't believe people could?
Yes,
you don't believe people could be converted in life?
Yes, Mr. Pierre. But if you have used a repeated offender, what
yeah, but do you believe people could change?
Yes, Mr. Pierre, I believe people could change.
Well, don't give up on your belief.
No, I don't give up on your belief. But when you do it 1, 2, 3, 4 times,
don't give up on your belief.
You have to do something about it. Because if it's something you do for the first time, I could understand. Yeah. But you repeatedly, you just was in prison, you almost rape about 4 different, and you attempted to rape about more than 4 persons.
Yes,
and you literally get through and kill somebody.
And remember, it is still alleged.
Yeah?
Remember, it is still alleged.
It is alleged.
It's alleged, so you need a trial.
Yeah, trial.
You need a trial.
If they don't do something about this thing that's going on, the war will be like that, and everybody goes start taking the revenge. You go end up in a way like that, because in a way like people just doing it, repeated offenders, and you come in and tell me the justice wrong then. So if the justice wrong, get them right, let it get right. If they don't get themselves right, then people go in this war will become a real brutal one, because with me, I don't think in that so enough. Trust me. I don't think in that so at all.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
We always have to remember when these incidents, these crimes committed, it brings a lot of emotion in people. But that is where our maturity concerns. You don't just go outing and get haywire and want to kill people. If you go back in history, a number innocent people was killed, hanged for crimes they did not commit. Because the community believed in vigilante justice. And some of the very people who committed the crime instigated mobs to judge people and kill them. There are some people who were mentally challenged that was killed for crime. There are people sent in prison, and years after, DNA result that it was not them. Yes, Colonel Malcolm.
Yes, Mr. Pierre, me again.
Yeah.
Even though you don't want to castrate the person, what about the cat-9? And they had that before, and that deter people from doing it. Let's bring it back.
What do we want?
When they get some blows on the buttocks or on the back, and the skin removed, they go remember it, and they go.
But why do they want to turn the criminal?
That is not criminal.
Because they could turn the criminal.
They wouldn't dare, because after all, they still kill up an innocent person. After you enjoy yourself with them, they didn't enjoy it, but you enjoy yourself with them, and you still kill the person. You understand? You're not killing them, but you're giving them something to remember. And the others who is thinking about doing likewise, or think twice, because they don't want their skin peel off. You can be soft with these people. Yes, we know about pardoning and all that sort of thing. That is not something to pardon.
Now, let's speaking about pardon. All I'm saying is,
and on the man's side is because they never got raped. So they don't know how it feels. They don't know how it feels. That is why, to be soft with him, me hell. Do something about it. Bring back the cat and give him some blows, his skin peel out. And others who thinking about doing it go stop. When they realize what that one passed through, they don't want to pass through it too. Do something about it.
All right, Color. We always have to advocate justice with compassion. when an incident happens, we must not walk up with self and asking for vigilante justice. Because when it comes, we will be shocked. When you advocate these things, innocent people could be murdered. People is going to take the law into their hand. You don't want that in our society. And it's better a guilty man go free than you execute an innocent person. We have a good police force. Generally, the justice system is relatively good. You have chance to appeal if you disagree. We must support the justice system and do not support vengeance. Even if it's a horrendous crime that evoke a lot of emotion, we must not propagate it. It's a very important thing in our society that we all do get worked up and asking for draconian laws. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Pierre, good afternoon.
Yes.
Well, on that topic, all right, if you don't agree to kill them or what, but you see just what Bishop and them did, if you want the person to be alive, castrate them and live and let them be alive. So they can't go and rape nobody again when they don't have. Just castrate them and let them go, because this is not fair to we mothers and father. We would not like. That's why you see most people up to now, they don't say they love, they're sorry, they're not in Moses' law still. But I wouldn't say that. You say a tooth for a tooth and an eye for an eye. But this young man, they had him outside only raping people. He come out in prison thing. And as I agree with you, man, I say, and then you're taking them now, you're putting them in the prison, eating taxpayers' money, educating them free, whilst other parents have to spend so much money to send their children, even in secondary school. You have them educating them free with how much subject and thing, keep them 2 years, 3 years, and let them go. When they come out, when you think they change, they're going back and do the same thing. Well, if they want to come out and you want to let them go, castrate him and let him go. That is my doing this today.
Yes, scholar. Today in Iran, thousands of people are being murdered because the religious dictatorship in Iran believe that they're wrong. They believe they're against the law. If you are a Muslim and you convert to Christianity, they say it's apostasy, so you should be murdered. Do you agree with these things? Because we have to be consistent, you know. A man could beat his wife. He could have 5 wives. He could admonish them. He could deny them his bedroom, and he could beat them. Do you agree with these things? No, you have other laws where brothers and fathers kill their sister. They call it honor killing. If they realize she had sex or she don't have the hijab, they say she embarrassed the family, so they kill her. When we asking for this draconian laws, and because we get all emotional, we want vengeance, sometimes you have to be very careful. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Pierre, if in case they try the man and they found him guilty, what do you think they will do with him?
In Grenada, there are laws for people who commit murder, for people who commit rape. There are laws.
Yes.
People go to prison and spend 30 years lifetime. Although the capital punishment is on the books, we have not performed capital punishment since 1973 or 74.
But one thing
and I don't agree to bring it back.
Yeah, but what will be the justice?
I don't know. There are laws. There are laws as penalty.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, when the person lost their life and you deal with your life, what?
But there are a lot of people who commit murder here and they're in prison. What you want? Do you want vengeance?
Well, if you're in prison for a lifetime, it's still better.
Well, you have to be careful. You ever hear about the Raja?
No.
Okay, you're not from St. Andrews area then.
What? Let me tell you something. When somebody lost their life and you have your life, you still have your life, you know. Any minute, and sometimes before they say queer, they reach out, they come out in prison, they're outside again.
We just have to be careful what we're asking for. I follow the law, but I say be careful what you're asking for and listen to what's going on. They have a law now they call Sharia law that people must read up. While a 12-year-old, you could marry a 12-year-old.
Anyhow, justice hard to find when one lost their life and the other one had a life, eh?
Okay.
Have a pleasant afternoon.
Yes, scholar. When we get emotional, we encourage some things that we see what went on in Grenada. Maurice Bishop and them believe they was correct to jail people, you know. They believe they was correct to kill people. They believe they were correct to pick up the Rastafarians and put them in Hopeville. Bishop and them believe they was doing right. They say you want to turn back the revolution. Come on. You want to turn back the revolution. And for that, they take you and put you in jail 3 years. Now, we supported these things. Grenadians supported that. People was castrated. Grenadians supported it. Women were raped. The sister in Birchgrove was executed. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Mr. Pierre.
Yes, scholar.
Mr. Pierre, why are you always ponging on Bishop?
The Bishop was a criminal, and that is
half of what you say, or almost all what you say about Bishop are lies and propaganda, Mr. Pierre.
Caller.
You know that.
Caller. When you challenge me, that is in a mood, you know. When you challenge me, I'm in a mood to bring empirical evidence. Anytime you challenge me.
What you mean? Bishop never shoot nobody.
Anytime you challenge me. Anytime you challenge me, I'm a mood. I'm ready like Freddy. I'm a mood.
Mr. Pierre, the shooting in planes, Bishop wasn't aware of that. Most of the things that happened, Bishop had no idea what was going on. You keep saying, okay, Mr. Pierre, the revolution was March the 13th, 1979. The revolution, they had suspended the Constitution. And they ruled by decree. What do you expect them to do? Bring them to a court when there was no court system? You expected them to bring them to a court? There was no court system at the time. So these people that was locked up was against the system. What do you expect him to do? Huh? He was ruled by decree. The people lost, so there was no court to bring the aftermen to. So he had to jail them. Tillman got jailed. There's the Pierre. Huh? All these people were jailed because it was going against the system at the time. So don't say that Bishop was no criminal. Bishop was a kind, loving gentleman, Mr. Pierre. And we have to stop spreading propaganda, spreading lies. Leave that for who don't know what's going on, Mr. Pierre. Talk about something different, Mr. Pierre. Talk about economy or something. Educate people on something else. Have a nice day, Mr. Pierre.
Thank you, caller. I've decided that from when independence finish, by the end of February, we have March 13. And for the whole month leading up to March 13, we will be speaking about Maurice Bishop and the revolution. There are a lot of things that happen that we have to speak about. So I won't delay it on you today. I'm going to leave it aside today. Going back to the point because of the present development. Yes, caller, welcome.
Good day, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, caller.
Compliments for the sea.
Thank you.
Mr. Pierre, how Bishop could be a good man and he overthrew the country and took over the country under Gary? How that could be good? To gain power, you take over the country with your masses, your code and them, and you're saying that he was a good man? How that could be good? I'm not condoning the thing what the young man do. I mean, there is forgiveness for everyone. And I mean, and both parties involved. Yes, I'm not saying the young man should do that. I'm not saying that they should kill him. But let justice have his way. Let the court take his because the word of God teach that. He said the court are there to justify anyone that commit a crime. Right? So let the court do what they have to do. Whether they have to bring to justice, whether he have to face whatever consequences will face in the court. Let the court have his way. That's the only thing I could say.
Yes,
but some people saying kill him, some people saying that he should murder. You know, I would not say that. If you claim to be a child of God, you can't use this kind of word about kill this man. Because the Bible says we should love one another and care for one another as well as still. But let the court have his way, because the judge, the state are there to bring justice. And let they bring the justice. Whatever decision the court makes is final. So that's my opinion, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, scholar. And I have to agree with you. And people are just walking up themselves without justification and asking for all sort of draconian laws. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Mr. Pierre,
yes, scholar.
You know, as we speak here now, there is a prisoner who just got out from custody. Get away from the hospital.
A prisoner?
Yeah.
You get away from the hospital?
Yeah.
So you're outside again? Well, not all prisoners that get away just commit crime. Some of them go and see the girlfriend. Some of them go and see the home. Some of them say they miss home. Not all prisoners that get away are rapists or criminals, you know. Some of them, they get bored in the prison and they come home to see their mother. Some of them come home and see the girlfriend. Right, so maybe the prison have to step up the security. Yeah, but I don't think the other individuals that get away prisoner. Yes, caller, welcome. Yeah. Let's go, caller.
Some people said to kill a guy, some say, don't go too hard on him. But I'm looking at justice system. They said that this guy was released early based on good behavior. Well, I can set the question, if you're in jail, how do someone behave in jail? Not good, because they know they're in jail.
No, you have people that behave in jail bad. You have people that they have to have I understand in prison, they have prison inside prison. You know. They have to put you in a cup and all kinds of.
The typical inmate would have to behave good based on in jail.
Not necessarily. You have guys in jail that behave very, very badly.
Good. All right, good. But I'm saying that somebody that raped, that's not an easy person. You know? Somebody that forced himself on a woman.
Caller.
And so that's a
caller. The person is found guilty of rape.
Yeah.
And you're saying you put in some conditions now. You don't know the circumstances.
I don't know the circumstances. Yes, but I'm saying that how would you release somebody that did that early? I don't understand that.
But if the guys have good behavior in prison, like everything else, they release you based upon the fact that you seems to be reformed and it is part of the regulation.
But I'm saying that point you don't make.
So if a man can have good behavior?
No, I'm saying somebody fight and they stab somebody or in the process they kill somebody in a understand the person report. When somebody rape,
the one can't be good. What color wrong with you?
No, for serious.
What happened to you? Your mother could be a very man could be a good.
This is a serious mentality.
Yes, scholar, thank you. It has to do with the rules and the regulation and the standards they keep in prison. And they always reward prisoners for good behavior. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Mr. Pierre, good afternoon.
Yes, scholar, good man.
Mr. Pierre, this man I'm talking about every minute you only they say in Bishop. Where that man was when the revolution passed?
Once this period finished, we're speaking about Bishop Street and the revolution.
Yeah, but
So for the next 13, so
where
so
he was when
whenever he was a PRA and involved, and you have to understand that if he was a strong PRA, he would try to glorify the good that Bishop had.
Mr. Pierre, the people and them what go to jail. You have a man out here, he dead now. Hold the man by his bed, you know, all them PRA and them come and take the man by his beard and pulling him go, you know.
But if the bed is like a rope in your neck. When you are bed,
Mr. Pierre, these people and then they you put a set of man in jail, no trial, after you let them go. Afterwards, what you have to do, sue the state, because you don't have no evidence stating that you pick me up for nothing. And you only saying about, you only saying Bishop is a good man. That man worse than Deacon. Trust me. Mr. Pierre, enjoy your tea.
Yes, you know. We take one caller again for the last caller, you know, so you could call and speak on any issues. Yes, caller, welcome.
Mr. Pierre.
Yes, caller, welcome.
How you do?
Great, man.
Mr. Pierre, let me ask you something. Could a woman rape a man?
Of course.
But who will never hear that?
Well, because you never hear that, doesn't mean it won't happen. You just have
listen, no, listen. But what I'm saying is, who I never heard as an issue in a court of law.
Well, I'm just trying to explain to you. Maybe you're concentrating in Grenada, but if you look at cases in the United States and other big countries, there are cases like that. But in Grenada, that might have gone to court because of the stigma and the situation.
Yes, but it happens. But why is it pushed under the carpet?
Because the very victim may not want to pursue it in court.
Yeah, because you know, I don't listen. Men do things. Yes, I know women. Men rape children. Men rape women. Men rape old people. Men do all kind of things. Yes. Men is the devil. Okay, I am not supporting that. I'm supporting these things in no way. So people, please don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, because sometimes when you speak to people all wrong, eh?
A lot of men afraid to talk to that about that issue.
But what I'm
you must be afraid.
That because
a lot of men afraid to talk about that.
Yeah, but what I said, no, I just because of he's part of it. He look like he's one of them. I know my people. But what I'm saying is, I never hear of like an issue any issue of a woman, a man.
Well, you never hear because of the same thing, because of stigma. Maybe there is rare cases in Grenada. Remember, 100,000 people we have. But the United States, there are cases because they have over 350 million people.
Well, I mean,
and in Grenada, the stigma of it would be higher than a man.
Because anytime a rape case appear, come up, is a man rape a woman?
Regular time you have women that are sent to jail for having sex with boys underage. That's considered as illegal. Just as how a man have sex with a girl underage in Grenada, the girl cannot say yes. Even if she was willing, she cannot say yes. So that is illegal.
Well, right.
If an adult woman have sex with a boy under 16, this is almost the same thing. But some of the boys so glad you don't go and report.
Okay, no. We have we have it that anytime it is done by a male, is that the male like it? Why? Why in God's name? Why?
Well, I'm not saying it. I'm saying sometimes you have incidents where I know in Grenada, boys underage that breed girls, boys 15 years that breed women 18 and 19. I've had incidents, but nobody don't bother to challenge that. But in big countries, in the United States, there are people who go to jail, women who go to jail for having children for a boy underage.
Yeah, but we're talking about our situation in Grenada.
Grenada is a small country.
Yeah, but we have to talk about our condition, our situation here, our day-to-day situation. We always because I mean girls all also force themselves advice, you know.
Which girl have forcing herself on man? Stop that. The man them glad when them girl forcing herself on man.
Well,
Stop
you
that.
hear you? You hear you now?
Which girl have forcing herself on boy?
You have to stop that.
No, which girl have forcing herself on boy?
But if
The girl that flat around the boy will grab the boy girl flat.
So okay, so you always tell yourself that okay, that a boy always like it. Why you tell yourself that okay, anytime a girl okay make advance to a boy and then okay the boy like why no this is wrong Mr. Pierre, you have to stop that.
Okay, Chief.
Okay?
I stop that one day. Yes, thank you, caller. And that was our last caller. We are calling. That was our last caller for the day, and we're going to spend some time going right back to where we started. A number of issues come up, but foreign affairs. The Grenada Ministry of Foreign Affairs have failed us very badly. And some of the more experienced people that have been supporting the government to make these blunders is not in our interest. We seem to end up in a foreign affairs fiasco, a nightmare that could have serious consequences for Grenada. And it is a lot about our foreign policy. Small countries like Grenada, in local parlance, you must know where you are in the pecking order. You have the United States, China, Russia, big, powerful countries. They are three of the most powerful empires that seem to be antagonistic or always going against one another. And small countries have to be careful. And smaller you are, more careful you have to be. Saudi Arabia and them powerful with oil, and they're able to command more leverage. But even them make deal based upon the economic realities. Based upon the economic realities. India and all of them act based upon the economic realities. So a small country like Grenada have to take into consideration the economic realities. What is the economic realities? St. George's University contribute more than 20% of our GDP. Tourism contribute much more than 20%. The government of the day boasts that I sell over $1 billion in passport. And that sale of passport could be considered as gratis the United States of America. If America don't want to sell passport, they could camp, you know. In addition to that, the majority of our people wants to go to the United States of America. Those who are not in America want to go in America. Remittance is another powerful economic pillar. Remittance. Even during COVID-19, remittance, unlike all the other countries in the region, increased in Grenada. It didn't drop. And that is another serious economic pillar for Grenada. So your foreign minister have to be stupid or dumb to take up your sword and go in and fight against America. Let me repeat that. Your foreign policy have to be stupid to take up your sword and go in and fight against America. You're not in government to seek your personal issues. You're in government to seek the interests of Grenada. And almost all countries in the world put their economic interests before their ideology and sentiments. Saudi Arabia, Trinidad, Jamaica, England, Europe, the economic interests. So it is stupid for Grenada to put your ideological interests before your economic interests. And let me repeat it again. St. George's University contribute more than 20% of our GDP. Tourism, more than 20%. The CBI program contribute more than 20%. And agriculture, which is 6% of the GDP, we export fish and source up to the US market. In fact, Grenada is the only country in the region that can export fresh source up to the US market. So how could it be wise for Grenada to be beating the chest for the United States of America? Maurice Bishop did that. He said, if you touch Nicaragua, you touch Cuba, you touch Grenada, and AK speaking Spanish, and Reagan can understand. Reagan went in the White House and he said it was not nutmeg that at stake, the American national security. Grenada about 1,000 people, 6 America bomb them up. So today, Joseph Andal have to be stupid twice and dumb. And he should be insisting to Deaton, you're going the wrong way. Rather than other individuals joining up with them to beat the chest for America. Now, who pays the price? We can't send fish. The Americans say you have to take back some criminals because Donald Trump say mental mad people. So they open the mental institute. Criminals, rapists, and they're sending them back. So when you come telling our people, these people are skills and talents, Donald Trump, and I believe Donald Trump, he's a Trump man. Donald Trump say he's rapists, mentally challenged people, criminals, and narco-terrorists. That is what we expect in our country. I know all the man you're playing, you don't have guts to tell the United States of America you cannot accept that. And to work with the OECS and Caribbean, United States just bluffing. If you tell the United States you cannot accept these criminals, they won't bother with you. They just bluffing you to show you you're a little pup, to tell you where you are in the pecking order. That's why I believe Joseph Andal is a mama pole. We're back with you again tomorrow between 12 and 1 when we have another opportunity to punch.
When the clock hits 12, you know where to be. Turn it up, Real FM, ride the frequency. Talking truth, talking change, talking all that's real. With Francis Pierre at the wheel. Politics to fail.